Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris, man. And as always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. At this point in time, as I'm taping this, I don't know what I'm going to entitle it, but by the time you see this, it'll have a title down there. I thought it would be important to do this because as an older person now, I try my best just to pass on information to young people. You know, it's like been there, done that. Don't do it this way because the results that you're going to experience doing it this way is not going to be what you want. You know, and I was fortunate enough as I was growing up to have older people in my life, my brothers, just older guys in the neighborhood looking out for the little guy. And I greatly appreciate that. And, you know, I thought that I would do that too, as far as just pass on some information that most young folks don't know, you know, because like they say, you don't learn when you're talking, you learn when you're listening. You know, and you got some people that don't know when to stop this and start doing this, you know. And I find it interesting when I have people that really don't know what they're talking about. And I'm not trying to say that I know everything because I don't. But it's interesting when you have interactions with people that don't have a clue what they're talking about. Ain't never experienced it, never done it, but yet they're going to give an opinion on nothing, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and do my spiel here. Because I did a video called Self-Taught Don't Do It. And what I mean by that is you are not going to learn to be a musician by watching some dude watching some dude on the internet, on YouTube, watching his fingers. Stop being a dabbler. Do it the old-fashioned way. Find someone who can teach you and learn. You know, of course, you're going to pick up things after you start to learn from other people. And YouTube is a great source for that. Or resource for that. But as far as I don't know nothing and I'm gonna start playing guitar and just some dude on the internet gonna teach me by watching his fingers, don't waste 2 years of your time doing that, because it'd be, trust me, 2 years of your time wasted. Because the video I posted was explaining that, and I got a couple of people that one guy said, well, I never learned how to read music and I tour and I play. You're one of the lucky ones and one of the few, but that's not the norm. You know, because there are some people that don't need certain things, but they can just still do a good job and you know, be good at what they do. But I just recently got a comment from some young guy, and his statement was, well, Jimi Hendrix couldn't read music. You ain't no Jimi Hendrix. I ain't no Jimi Hendrix. There ain't going to be another Jimi Hendrix, okay? So you can't use him as a marker. Trust me. You know, Jimi was extremely unique, and that's why he was considered the greatest guitar player that ever lived. I don't think nobody else is going to top him. I don't think nobody even going to come close to him, you know. So, yeah, Jimi Hendrix couldn't read music, and the other guys on YouTube that play well and can't read music. First of all, how do you know they can't read music? Did they start off on their channel by saying, I can't read and start playing? You know, so it's interesting when people want to chime in on information they have no information on, because, you know, it's just real simple. A proven method that always worked through the centuries, not just 50 years ago, hundreds of years ago. Learn to read music. You know, I'm not saying you should become the greatest music reader on the planet. What I'm saying is learn and know the basics, because guess what? You know, this is something you know nothing about if you're not a musician at this point to just start. At some point in time when you get good enough, in most cases, not all, you're going to do some studio work. Guess what? You better know how to read. You know, they're not going to be sitting in the studio waiting for you to try to figure it out. You know, you're going to get left behind, and you're expected to come in with this knowledge. It's not like they're asking you to do something that's is out of the norm. That's the norm. If you're going to be a musician, you're supposed to be able to read. Now, again, I stress not the best reader in the world, but at least be able to read chord charts. If you know none of this stuff, where do you think you're going to end up? Nowhere. You know, I had someone about a week ago commented on a video. I think it was Larry Graham's "One in a Million You," which is a piano ballad, and I did an arrangement for guitar, which it wasn't extremely difficult to do. And I basically used basic bar chords, because it's very rare that I do extremely difficult stuff. It just seems easy because I know how to do it, and make it seem like it's easy, you know. But really, it's not. Well, the point I'm making is actually, it might look difficult, but it's easy, you know. And the chords I use are just simple, basic bar chords. Every blue moon I use an open face chord, but 90% of my playing is bar chords. You know, when I do jazz, of course, I got to do open face chords, because that's kind of the the format for jazz. But I don't do nothing difficult. You know, it might seem difficult to the beginner, but it's not nothing difficult. So I had someone ask me, they said, okay, I see the chord charts. Could you give me some of the inversions? Because I'm not familiar with them. They're the basic. If you're not familiar with them, it's time to go get lessons, okay? Instead of fumbling around, stumbling around on the internet, trying to gather information and thinking this is going to make you become a good guitar player. Because by no means I'm trying to put anybody on blast here. What I'm saying is, if you're going to be in the business, know the business. You know, from a player standpoint, and actually from a business standpoint. You know, because a lot of times you hear these horror stories of these entertainers getting jacked for their money because they didn't handle the business end. Real simple. If you're not an accountant, go hire you one, okay? If you're not a lawyer, music attorney, go hire you one. You know, don't try to do all this stuff by yourself because you're going to end up really hurting yourself in the long run. You know, so I do these kind of videos to kind of give young folks a heads up because I know everybody is different. Nobody is the same. But I know when I was younger, when the older guy walked in the room and was going to talk about some stuff I'm interested in, I'm all ears. My mouth is closed and I'm listening instead of trying to give an opinion on something I know nothing about. You know, so again, from time to time, I do these kind of videos because it's really important. Because I'm going to say this, and I have to say this because somebody got to say it. I got to talk to my people out there. You know, handle the business. Because I'm going to give you a good example of that. I went many, many, many years ago to a hiring seminar. And they told us before we showed up for that day, have 2 number 2 pencils and have your ass down time. 95% of the people that was late was my people. Not white people. My people, you know, so we got to get our act together, okay? You know, because it ties in with this video as far as the people that chimed in about this half-stepping on the self-taught thing. My people, not white people, my people. You know, it's like stop trying to half-ass it and do it right because it shows when you half-ass and nobody wants to be bothered with you when you half-assing, except for other people that are half-assing too. You know, those are only people that are going to be hanging out together, the half-assing people and the people that got their act together or attempting to try to get their act together. We got to get our act together, okay? We need to stop being sloppy and trying to cut corners because it's going to show in your plan or whatever you do in life that you take a shortcut in, it's going to show. You know, there's a reason why hard work pays off because it's hard work. If it was easy work pay off, everybody be doing easy work. I mean, real simple. If I didn't have to do what I needed to do, there are days that I get 2 hours worth of sleep, you know, and it's because I know I got something I needed to do and do it right. Because if I'm not going to do it right, I ain't going to do it at all. I'm just going to not waste my time half-assing it and just not do it, you know, but I know every individual is different. But, you know, I just had to make that statement because sometimes people got to say what they need to have other people hear, you know, because, again, I don't think that I have all the answers. I don't think that I'm all that. I'm just one person that just like to do a good job. You know, I don't like to take shortcuts. I don't like to half-ass things. If I can do it right, I'm going to do it. If I can't, I'm not. You know, and that's the same thing with the music thing. Now, unfortunately, with the internet, it's a plus and it's a minus. It's a plus because you're sharing information with people that you would probably never meet in your life. It's bad because you got some people that are not getting lazy and not doing it the right way and the hard way to do it right and think they're going to take shortcuts. You know, it's real simple. Take your ass upstairs and practice. That's what I was told when I was a teenager. And that's the best advice I can get these young folks now. Take your ass upstairs and practice. Instead of this, I'm going to get a computer app and it's going to show me how to play guitar. No, it's not. You know? Do it the right way. Don't waste your time doing it the wrong way or taking shortcuts because it's going to show and people going to notice. Till next time, take care. I do this out of love.